Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Vine Media channel. I am Eric Brown, president at Vine Media and partner at Mogul Holdings, where we specialize in growing home service based businesses through digital marketing. Today, what we're going to talk about is just analytic tools that your marketing company and you, as a marketing executive or business owner, should be aware of. As if you're spending money on marketing, of course, you want to be able to track and measure how everything is performing for your business. So, I'm going to take a deep dive into some of those tools, things that you need to make sure are set up. If you're a new business, things that you want to make sure are set up as you're going through that process. But these, some of these are tools, some of these are things you just need to have implemented on your website and on the other platforms in order to properly track and measure your results when it comes to marketing. So, of course, the first thing is Google Analytics, right? Google Analytics, of course, is a tool for tracking website performance. It looks into behavior of users, acquisition channels, conversion tracking. So some of the things that we really take a look at are bounce rate, the percentage of visitors that go ahead and leave your site after viewing only one page. A high bounce rate might indicate that your landing page isn't engaging or relevant. It might indicate that your website is loading super slowly. So they go to that homepage, stuff isn't loading, they go ahead and back out. So bounce rate's important. You want to, you want to keep a measure on that. If the bounce rate's super low, you probably have an issue. If it's high, you probably have an issue. Really, where we sit is in like that 30 to 40% range for a lot of our websites, which is industry average for the most part. Session duration, how long are users spending on the site? Obviously, longer session durations usually suggest that you're going to go ahead and get more conversions on your website. So if you see the average person's only on your website for like 10, 15 seconds, obviously they're not getting the information that they need off the bat. So we need to figure out what the issue is there. Traffic sources, where are they coming from? Are they coming from social media? Are they coming from people directly looking for what you do? Are they coming from the Google business profile, right? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from the Yelp, your Yelp page, your Angie list, whatever, right? You want to be able to see how people are coming to your website. And of course, goal conversion. So setting up custom goals in analytics is important. If it's purchases or submissions or calls from the website, filling out a form, you want to make sure that you're able to track every single person that's coming to the website, how they engage on the website, and are they turning into, of course, a conversion. We have Google Search Console. All right. That is the help to track and optimize your site's performance and search results. So this is where you're going to see a lot of the data on the back end as far as organic search is concerned. So search impressions, the number of time your website appears in search results. Of course, if you are actively working on SEO, trying to be found for, of course, not only your business name, but more importantly for what you do, how many times a month are you being found for those different search terms? And of course, on a weekly, monthly basis, are you continuing to increase the amount of impressions that your website is getting? Clicks, the actual number of users who clicked on your website from search results. That's an important number to take a look at because if you're getting a lot of impressions and maybe not a lot of clicks, you have an issue with what's being presented as far as like your page title, your page description that's showing up in the organic search results itself. Um, Average position, you're ranking for certain keywords, lower positions, of course, signal where SEO improvements are needed. So you want to continue to, drop the average position, right? So when you build a new site, you build out, say, 10, 20 pages, whatever it is, and, you give it a month or so to start ranking in Google, and then you see, great, I'm on the fourth page of Google, right? So you're ranking 50th or plus spot. So what you want to do is over time, obviously, continue to bring the average position of those keywords down, meaning they're moving up in page rankings. Since they removed the infinite scroll, we know that being on the first page is more important now than ever. A lot of the keywords that we had for our clients, for ourselves, that were on the second or third page that we're getting at least decent impressions. Since they updated the infinite scroll, it has essentially dropped 50 to 75% of that visibility that we originally had on those pages. So we know how important it is to get to that first page. Index coverage. Ensure that all your important pages are indexed by Google and highlighting issues affecting search visibility. Obviously, your website needs to be indexed. Otherwise, it cannot be indexed by Google, cannot be read. It's not going to be found in search results. Obviously, if you're running Google Ads, you want to have a Google Ads dashboard, allows you to track and measure the performance of your PPC campaigns, cost per click, how much are you paying for each time someone clicks on your ad, right? That's an important metric to know. Conversion rate, the number of people that are going to the landing page and actually converting into a client, return on ad spend, how much money are you actually spending? Can you track those people down to the specific lead? And how much are those jobs turning into? Obviously, you have tools for social media. Platforms like Meta Business Suite, TikTok Analytic provide about your social media presence and performance. Important measurements, engagement rate. How many people are liking, commenting, sharing relative to your audience side? High engagement rates typically indicate that your content is resonating well. I would say that the engagement rate is more important than the amount of followers that you have, right? Reach, the number of unique users that have seen your content, helps gauge how effectively you're expanding your audience, and of course, follower growth. Tracking how quickly your social media audience is growing is a strong indicator of brand appeal and visibility. So you want to make sure that these tools are all set up, right? There are companies small businesses that spend a couple thousand a month or even a couple $100 a month. And of course, there are large businesses that spend hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions of dollars a month on marketing. And you want to make sure that you're actually able to measure, track, and view how well everything is doing when it comes to your marketing efforts. Email marketing platforms, of course, you want to be able to see, how well people are opening that. What's your actual click through rate on those and your conversion rate on those emails as well. You want to make sure you have CRM platforms set up so that way you can actually properly track and measure once a lead comes in. How do they close? Did they not close? What was the issue there? We could properly track and measure what platform they're coming in for, right? In terms of if they came from Google, they turned into this lead, it cost this amount of money. So CRM, right? If you don't have a CRM, you don't know how well you're converting on clients. You don't know how well any of your marketing is actually working when it comes to the marketing avenue you're spending money on, and then how well those people are turning into clients. So ton of tools that you need to make sure are set up for you. Obviously, you have key performance indicators as well. I talked about a few of those. The big things we hit on: conversion rate, cost per acquisition, return on investment, um, customer lifetime value, right? You're not going to be able to figure that out without a CRM as well. Bounce rate. So we've talked about a lot of these things. So that is all the time we have for today. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to the Vi Media channel. Please like, review, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to hear something more. We appreciate everyone's support, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.